My name's Letisha Perry. It hasn't always been Letisha Perry. I've been married like a million times. They keep convincing me every time to change my name. I'm not changing the name ever again. Are you regretting this yet? I own an interior design and construction firm. I always wanted to be an interior designer. I remember when I was 12, you know, when you're like at a family event and all your aunts and uncles ask you, "Wow, what do you want to be when you grow up?" I always said I wanted to be an interior designer. I had an aunt that even now is brutally honest, and she said, "I don't know about that. You need a lot of math." I don't know what about my 12-year-old self told her I wasn't good at math, but that scared me. And so then I spent a few years trying to come up with other occupations that didn't require as much math but still felt artistic or creative, but I always kept coming back to design. And so I went back to school and just said math can't be that hard, and math was hard. It was really hard. But somehow I figured out how to barely pass, and got my degree, got some experience in design firms, and then started my company. We have a long lineage of entrepreneurs in my family. My grandfather had his own business, and there's 7 kids in my family, and almost all of us have some kind of entrepreneurial endeavor. It's everywhere. I grew up, I saw it wasn't ever something that seemed strange, and I was really lucky to have parents that were always just really supportive. My mom would let me rearrange furniture in the whole house all the time, paint walls, or whatever it was. She just was really supportive of us. I think that it's just something I've always wanted, and I tried other businesses and failed. So I also was able to practice before this business. I think that's really important, to try things out and figure out whether you like owning your business, and then figure out what works and what doesn't work, and not be afraid of failing at them. I had a hot chocolate stand. I wanted to earn money to go visit my grandfather. Me and Swiss Miss got to be real good friends. I upcharged for marshmallows. I felt like that was a bit of an innovation. That was my first business. My personal style, as far as the decor in my home, I really like mid-century, but I wouldn't call my home a mid-century home. I also love Southwest, and I like just a wee bit of rustic and glam. And so if you could fit all of those into one space, that's my house. There's a piece of art that is native art that looks kind of totem-like, but it's not totem art. And my husband and I found it at an antique store.
All right, what do you do other than work?
People do things other than work. Listen to podcasts, but I usually listen to those when I'm driving from job site to job site, or driving home from work, or driving to work.
Do you have a favorite podcast?
I could pick a favorite kid before I could pick a favorite podcast.
Who's filming this?
Oh, yeah. No, you're my favorite. I exercise.
Do.
Not well. You don't need to make that face. Before the pandemic, I was going to kickboxing classes. I real like that. But every time we got a new instructor, they thought it was my first day. I'm just not very coordinated, but I do enjoy exercise. I like reading, and I like listening to other people read to me. I have 4 pets. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. And this is one of my favorite places to sit, because I put a block of seed out here, and I watch all of the quail and the bunnies and the hummingbirds and all the other birds. So they're not really my pets, but I do love all the animals. My dog's names are Hopper, and he is a fat, very dumb, but very, very cute dachshund mix. And then we have Max, who is old and grumpy dachshund. And then we have 2 kittens that are named Joe Dirt. Joe.
I just feel like it's so much talking about me.
I'm inspired a lot by art. I love local art, local artists. I love metalwork. I love sculpture. I love painting. I love murals. I love graffiti. I love it all. Okay, we can't put any of that in there. Nice talking to you.